Sorry, I stole your girlfriend, senpai.
Karasuyo, good job today. Wanna go grab drinks?
Huh? My name is Toya Karasuyo. I'm 28 years old, working as a car sales rep. Hey, senpai. You're thinking something gloomy again, aren't you? Don't make that damp face. Huh? Yeah. This is how my face always looks. Gloomy, negative, quiet. Those pretty much sum me up. Toya Karasuyo. When I first got assigned to sales, I really wondered what the company was thinking. But work is work. Even as a gloomy guy, here I am, 6 years into the job. Seriously? It's fine since there are no customers right now, but if you keep that face, our reputation will tank. Living life positively is the best. I just don't get why you insist on being so gloomy. This guy who's been sniping at me is Hairi Nezumio. Despite his attitude, he's technically my junior. It's not like I'm insisting on it, I was just born this way. From endlessly positive Hairi's perspective, a guy like me must be completely incomprehensible. And then... Why is this gloomy guy rated higher than me, with better sales numbers? Yeah, you're probably thinking that right now. You've been glaring non-stop. Even someone like me takes work seriously. I told myself making excuses because I'm gloomy only flies in the first year. I've pushed myself hard to get this far. Thanks to that, I handle customers just fine. But when someone says we need to talk, odds are it's bad, right? Did I mess something up? Or is it a breakup? It's driving me crazy. We need to talk. That phrase should be erased from this world.
Hey, Karasuyo? You okay? You're kinda chanting to yourself.
I, Toya Karasuyo, was told by my girlfriend this morning I need to talk after work. And, well, here we are. I'm clearly speaking under my breath, but to everyone else, apparently, I sound like I'm reciting sutras. Even my coworkers worried. Akane-san, you should just leave him be. We can't understand him anyway. Sorry, it's nothing. I'll take my break now. Sorry to keep you waiting, Hiyori-san.
Toya-san?
This is Hiyori Kikuno. She's my junior at work, and, unbelievably, also my girlfriend. No matter how many times I see her, she's way too cute for someone like me. For a gloomy guy like me, having such a cute girlfriend still feels like a dream. 4 years ago, I became Hiyori's trainer when she joined fresh out of college. I'm gloomy, barely speak, and not exactly exciting. Yet, she confessed to me.
I like you. Please go out with me.
Huh? With me? Turns out, Hiyori wasn't great at talking to people either. That she found the courage to tell me meant more than I can put into words. And now, after work, she's called me out saying she has something to talk about. No wonder I was restless all day. Hiyori-san, what did you want to talk about?
Toya-san, I'm sorry. Please, let's break up.
Huh? What did you just say? My brain can't keep up. It's like the world just warped. Am I even standing right now? Why? Did I Do something? My voice trembles. Please, let this be a joke. Please tell me this isn't real. But her face stays downcast.
It's because...
I'm so shocked. No words come out. My brain flat out refuses to process what's happening. I force my frozen mind to move, trying to get words out when... Sorry, I stole your girlfriend, senpai. And there appears my annoying junior, Hairi Nezumio. He's Hiyori's coworker too. Huh? Hairi? Stole her? What do you mean? Just what it sounds like. Turns out she thinks I'm better than you, senpai. Tough break, huh? Apparently, Hairi had pushed hard, and Hiyori gave in and ended up sleeping with him. Well, gloomy senpai's just not right for Hiyori, you know? Just give her up quietly, okay? He's probably right. I always knew it was a miracle someone like me was dating Hiyori. I get that. And just like that, Hiyori left with Hairi, walking away from me. She gave in because he pushed hard, huh? Yeah. Hearing that, even I can't hang on anymore. I couldn't move for a while, but staying there wouldn't change anything. No, there's no point thinking about this anymore. Today, I'm doubling my usual routine. I'm gloomy and quiet. My only real hobby is working out. I got hooked because when I'm training, I don't have to think. Of course, no matter how much I built muscle, my gloomy personality never changed. Morning. The next day, I forced myself to work, though I really didn't want to go. Even after doubling my workout, my mood hadn't lifted. Yeah, one night's not enough to fix this. I kept sighing. I told myself it's pointless to dwell and tried to prep for work when... Morning, everybody. Man, it's such an awesome day today. Feels amazing. From behind, I hear the last voice I want to hear right now. I glance that way and see Hiyori, head lowered. It's really over, huh? Hiyori doesn't even glance at me. The girl who always smiled when her eyes met is gone. I focused on my work, doing my best not to look their way. I'm so drained. Days like this, I gotta hit the gym. After a hellish, exhausting day, I was more stressed than ever. Just as I was thinking about working out to sweat it out.
Karasuyo, good job today. Wanna go grab drinks?
Huh? My coworker and peer, Akane Sango, suddenly called out to me. I froze in surprise at the completely unexpected offer.
Hey, Akane, didn't we agree no sneaking off?
Mizuki-san? Hisui-san? And now, even my juniors, Sora Mizuki and Wakaba Hisui, are joining in. What the hell's going on?
Oops, guess I got caught. Of course you did. Like we'd let Akane have you all to herself. She said she was just going to call you over, but inviting you for drinks? Totally not okay. Not okay? I'm just inviting my downcast coworker to cheer him up. Well, I want to cheer up my totally drained senpai too. Toya senpai, let's sneak off for drinks now. Wakaba! You caught me.
No. Gorgeous girls crowding around a guy like me? Impossible. It's more likely for spears to rain from the sky. Something's off. This is scary. Even the sun would be freaking out. Okay, time for a workout. Thanks for today. I'll head out now.
Huh? Hey, Karasuyo!
I tried to slip away, but they wouldn't let me go, and I ended up getting dragged along. Damn it, why that gloomy guy? How did I end up in this situation? Someone, explain, please. Why me? Did I do something? Whatever, I'll just make an excuse and leave right away. Welcome. Do you have a reservation?
4 under Sango.
Magnificent biceps. Not just the triceps. Even the forearms are perfectly trained. This is a true sculptural beauty. Beyond amazing. It's art. My muscles are still so immature. How did you train those? Oh.
Is this macho owner getting intimidated by senpai? So the rumor about Karasuyo's weightlifting hobby was true.
Barely sat down and they were already teasing me. I wanted to crawl into a hole.
Part of why we invited you was to get to know you better, Karasuyo-senpai. I'm really happy to see this side of you. Yeah, when we start dating, please be my personal trainer.
When I muttered, "Please don't joke," the 3 of them laughed brightly. I decided to ask what had been on my mind. Hey, what's with the sudden passionate approaches from you 3?
So you realized it was flirting, huh?
Hard to believe, though. Why me? There are tons of better guys.
It's not like anyone would do. Karasuyo-senpai, you didn't deny what you couldn't do. Maybe that's why.
Huh?
The 3 of us were all saved by you, senpai. I can't drink, and at the welcome party I felt like I had to.
If you can't drink, no need to force it. I only drink oolong tea anyway.
Then you handed me yours. You really saved me. I've always had a stiff face and been bad at talking to people, but...
Do you need something? If I did something wrong, just tell me and I'll apologize.
You noticed and reached out. That gave me a chance to open up. When I got teased for always eating convenience store meals because I can't cook.
Is there something wrong with not being able to cook? I can't either. Wow. Sorry about that?
Yeah, you really saved me back then.
What the heck? I don't remember any of this.
I think it was probably unconscious. You never made a big deal out of it, and that's what saved us. Yes. People who can do that naturally are rare. We fell for you, Karasuyo-senpai, because you're you.
Up until now, I kept denying my gloomy self. I thought someone like me couldn't help anyone or be loved. But these 3 didn't care about my gloominess. They saw me and fell for me. But after that, the dinner turned into a praise Karasuyo party, and I couldn't stand it. That's when a sign caught my eye. 20 pull-ups equals half off bill? Boss, let me try that. Ho, fired up, huh? But with that slim build. Whoa!
Whoa!
And so, that night's dinner ended with pull-ups. Afterward, we split up normally, and I walked home, face still burning. A few days later, time really is amazing. It had started to heal my heart little by little. Yes, Karasuyo speaking. Ah, Fujiwara-san. Thank you for calling. What can I do for you? A few hours passed, and I threw myself into work to distract myself. I was now on a customer call. Okay, I'll book your service appointment. What date works for you? Karasuyo-senpai, the manager's calling. Head to the meeting room now. Huh? Ah, Fujiwara-san, I'm so sorry. Could you hold on a moment? Sorry, I'm on the phone. Tell the manager I'll come when I'm done. He said now. Something only you can handle, apparently. I'll book it for you. Hello? This is Nezumio. I wanted to handle it myself, but Hairi forcibly took over the phone. At that point, I had no choice. I decided to head to the manager, but the manager wasn't even calling me? I went to the meeting room, but it was empty. When I asked the manager, he said he hadn't called me. And then, the next day. Okay, add heated seats. As I was placing an order for the new car I'd sold. Senpai, the manager's calling again. This is way past deja vu. Hey, yesterday you told me that too, and it was a mistake. Are you trying to mess with me? You are, right? If so, then Thanks to my gloomy nature, I was more wary of him than ever. I couldn't trust him easily. What are you talking about? It's true. Doubting your junior, huh? Classic gloomy senpai. Still bitter about losing your girlfriend? If the manager really was calling, I couldn't ignore it, so reluctantly I headed over. But damn, not called again. Ha, senpai, you didn't finish the new car order, so I took care of it for you. Thanks. No problem. Hairi gave a shady grin and walked off. It's too much trouble to confront him. I just decided to focus on doing my own work.
Hey! Karasuyo! Come out drinking with just me today. No, today's supposed to be with just me, right, Karasuyo-senpai? Jeez, you two are way too aggressive. You're gonna freak Senpai out. Senpai, come with me, okay?
About 2 months have passed since that dinner. These three have been heating up their approaches more and more each day. Then, Hairi, who had been jittering at his desk all day, came over looking annoyed. Why the hell are our three beauties all crowding around gloomy senpai? Seems like he's pretty pissed that I'm surrounded by them.
Huh? You weren't invited. Shoot, shoot.
Even you, Sango-senpai? Why?
Why? Because we like him, obviously.
Like? Someone gloomy like him? Impossible. In fact, Karasuyo-san's been screwing up constantly lately. Like with that service appointment, or the cars we just delivered, there had to be complaints. There haven't been any complaints at all. Huh? No way. The appointment dates were full, and the new car options. Appointments and options? Oh, that. For Fujiwara-san's service appointment, she always avoids the second and fourth Saturdays because of work. This time, there was a reservation on the second Saturday, so I checked with her and rescheduled it to the next one. As for the car options, even though you said you placed the order, I was worried something might have been missed, so I double-checked. Turns out the requested options weren't included, so I corrected it, and the car arrived just as the contract specified. Yeah, I'd had to leave tasks to Hairi a few times, but I never skipped double-checking everything. Why would you do that? Why? because it looked like you were trying to trick me, so I figured better safe than sorry, that's all. You know this, right? I'm gloomy, and I tend to think negatively. So for me, suspecting your shady behavior is just normal. Huh? You gotta be kidding. That ruins all my plans. Hyrie shouted in frustration, then suddenly realized what he'd blurted out, but it was already too late.
Wow, you really just confessed it yourself. You're even dumber than I thought. You do know, right, that security cameras would catch your little stunts instantly? If you didn't realize that, it's not optimism. It's just plain stupid. No doubt. I think people like you are called fools, right?
Fools. Words stabbed into Hyrie from 3 directions, and he was barely able to keep standing. Then, as if snapping, he started shouting. It's not my fault. I've been so pissed off this whole time. A gloomy, negative guy like him, being admired and respected by everyone? I just wanted to prove that I was better, that I'm the superior man. Yeah, I knew. I knew you hated me and were out to get me, so it's nothing new. I really never cared. Like you said, I'm gloomy after all. But no matter how gloomy or negative I am, I have to be sincere with customers. That's why I never skip checks and always face people honestly. If I hadn't caught your schemes, I would have damaged the company's reputation. My gloominess isn't something that changes easily, but because of it, I can be more cautious than most. Seeing the 3 women so angry on my behalf had lightened my heart just a little. Anyway, after we somehow wrapped up the day, the 3 of them walked me out of the office.
Toya-san!
Hiyori-san. There stood Hyrie and Hiyori. It was the first time Hiyori had spoken to me since we broke up, and I instinctively tensed up.
Lately, you've been getting along well with Akane-san and the others, huh?
Well, I guess. They've been really kind, looking out for someone like me.
Do you not love me anymore?
Huh? Hey, Hiyori, why are you asking that? You already chose to be with me, didn't you? The situation was on the verge of turning into a full-blown love triangle mess. My mind went completely blank. What is happening?
Because I still love Toya-san more.
What?
Heidi was pushy and, well, I just kind of got swept along.
Yeah, you've gotta be kidding. Didn't you choose me as the result of all that?
No, I still love Toya-san, and I regret getting involved with you.
Hiyori's words left Hyrie trembling. Even as his rival, I almost pitied him.
Toya-san, I'm really sorry. I hurt you so much. You may not forgive me, but even so, I still love you.
I could tell she meant it from the heart. I'd been with her, I knew, but I really loved you, Hiyori-san. I tried my best to show you how I felt. But as a gloomy guy, maybe I wasn't good at expressing it. I'm sorry.
No, that's not, I understood.
But I'm sorry. I have no intention of getting back together. No matter the reason, you didn't talk to me. You gave in to his pressure and slept with someone else.
Toya-san, no!
As Hiyori-san tearfully watched my back, the 3 women who had been silently observing spoke up.
Hiyori-chan, if If you loved him so much that you're crying like this, why did you let someone else's words sway you into doing that? Yeah, we've been rooting for you two all this time, even hiding how he felt about Senpai. But if you're going to hurt him, that's another story. We won't hold back, and we're not handing him over anymore.
These three had been supporting us all along, despite their own feelings. Hiyori had no words left to argue. Then... Hey, Hiyori, why? Why are you still clinging to that gloomy guy? I'm clearly the better man. This humiliation.
Stop! Hey you, let go of her.
He must have grabbed her arm too hard. She cried out in pain. At that moment, hurting a girl isn't about being gloomy or cheerful. It's just wrong. I grabbed Hyri's hand off Hiyori and pulled it away. When it came to strength, I wasn't someone he could beat. Ow, 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 ow! Damn it! What's with this brute strength? After that, maybe completely rattled, he ran off like he was fleeing. As for what happened to Hyri later, when he heard Hiyori tell me she loved me, not him, he was left dumbfounded and deflated. Hiyori, no way! And because his misconduct had become a trust issue, he was formally disciplined. Damn, I can't believe that guy actually got promoted. With my reputation even further boosted by the whole incident, I was promoted. Before long, Hyri resigned. And Hiyori, who had fallen into Hyri's scheme, soon quietly left the company as well. I heard from other employees that she gave Hyri a proper goodbye and was returning to her family home.
Toya-san, I'm sorry. I want to become someone who won't just get swept along by others' opinions anymore.
That apology will never reach me, but all I can do is hope she finds happiness. In her heart, the image of me stepping up to protect her will probably stay for a long time. Sango-san, Mizuki-san, Isui-san, thank you so much for everything.
It's fine. You've helped us plenty too, you know? Right, girls?
The other two nodded at Sango's words. I felt genuinely grateful to have met such good people. Will the future of a gloomy guy like me really be dark? I still don't know. So, at the very least, I want to keep living sincerely, without ever trying to drag others down.
So, have you decided who you're going to date?
The dazzling future waiting for someone like me, almost too bright to believe, was just around the corner.
I was waiting at the crosswalk when I noticed a butterfly fluttering through the crowd. A butterfly at this time of year? That's unusual. And then, a little girl stepped into the road, chasing after it. Watch out! My body moved before I could even scream. I pushed the girl out of the way of the oncoming car. When I came to, I was lying on the road. Ugh! A sharp pain in my right knee. As I realized I'd been hit by the car, my consciousness faded.
Someone! Call an ambulance! Please, help him!
A woman's scream reached me faintly.
I'm so sorry. Please, at least let me cover your hospital bills. I don't think this is something you need to apologize for.
Please don't worry so much. Your daughter will be scared if you look like that.
Mommy! Hinako.
The little girl, Hinako-chan, was only slightly injured because I pushed her out of the way. On the other hand, there's a high chance I'll have a permanent disability in my right leg.
But your father told me you're a promising soccer player.
My father had high hopes for my future. He must have been so emotional about this sudden incident that he let it slip to her. It might be difficult even if I tell you not to worry about it. But I'm not that depressed. I protected something more important than soccer. I said that and stroked Hinako-chan's head with a smile. As if drawn to it, she smiled too. Even though I said that in front of them, of course I'm not completely fine. I won't be able to run freely like I used to. But there's no point in being depressed. First, rehabilitation, and then I'll look for something I want to do. Something besides soccer, that's tough. I muttered to myself in the quiet night of the hospital room. I'm Shuta Kido. As a result of saving someone, I'm thinking about my second life at the young age of 17. I stayed in the hospital for a while, and during that time, Hinako-chan's mother, Kanako Satomi, visited me often. My parents, especially my father, were initially hostile towards Kanako-san, but her sincere attitude gradually won them over. In the end, my father came to terms with it, saying that it was a result of his son choosing to save someone. Hinako-chan also visited sometimes, and before we knew it, we became like siblings.
Big brother, how's your rehab going? Does it still hurt?
It's okay, the cast will be off soon. And after about 3 months, I was discharged from the hospital. After returning to school, I struggled with what to do, and finally switched to the art club. Part of it was because I liked drawing when I was little, but I also wanted to sort out my feelings by drawing pictures of soccer.
You're in the way of practice. If you're just watching, get lost.
Sorry, Asakura, I got permission.
You're acting so nonchalant.
Haha, it's painful to be involved, but I'm too attached to completely walk away. But then, nostalgia. My painting of boys playing soccer on the school grounds at dusk won an honorable mention in a competition.
Congratulations, Kido-kun. I also think nostalgia is a good painting filled with emotion.
That was the moment when a simple pastime took on a greater meaning. From there, I became immersed in the world of art. Along with school life, I naturally drifted away from the Satomi family, or rather, I made it that way. I didn't want them to feel too indebted to me. Since my disability remains, even if I recover through rehabilitation, my existence will become a burden on Hinako-chan's mind. I want Hinako-chan to grow up freely and without constraints. Fortunately, the Satomi family seemed to understand my intentions. And so, we each returned to our daily lives. 10 years later, at the age of 27, I became a designer at a design company. I can't let go of my cane because of my leg, but it doesn't hinder my daily work. If I had to point out a problem, it would be that I'm slow to evacuate during disasters because I can't move quickly.
Don't worry, I'll carry you in a princess carry when we need to escape. Leave it to me.
I even got a well-built junior employee who says things like that. Ah, don't look!
Don't worry, you're as light as a feather.
Stop it, my life points are at 0. So, I'm having a fulfilling work life, more or less. Then one day, it happened. During a meeting with an advertising agency we always work with.
Huh? Kido?
Asakura, is that you? I had a chance encounter with a former member of the soccer club I was in during the first half of high school. I heard they were sending a new representative. Keiji Asakura. Our relationship was too prickly to be called rivals, but we ran on the same field.
So, the strongest MF has become just a subcontractor. You've fallen, haven't you?
Yeah, that's the kind of guy he is. Asakura. No, Mr. Asakura. Can we please not talk about the past? It's not that it's painful for me to remember, but there's no point in bringing it up now. But Asakura wouldn't listen.
The past? It might be for you, but I'm still playing social soccer. I even joined this company because they have their own soccer club.
Asakura wants to say that he's still chasing his dreams, while you, on the other hand. We never got along, but I never imagined he'd be the client's representative. It'll be troublesome if our work doesn't go smoothly. Of course, we didn't get along, and he probably felt the same way. He'd probably ask for a change of representative. If so, then so be it. I thought that, but... Contrary to my expectations, Asakura didn't ask for a change. Even after that, Asakura would sneer and look down on me every time we had a meeting. I would also receive emails with what seemed like unnecessary amounts of revision requests. But even if it wasn't smooth, the work was barely manageable. If he's intentionally pushing it to the limit, it's a kind of talent. Thinking that, I kept creating design proposals for the project. One day, as I was going about my days like this...
Good news, listen up. That up-and-coming model, Kokyu, has been chosen as the image girl for the next project.
Oh, Kokyu? I know her. It's amazing you were able to secure her schedule. She's popular among young people, and is in high demand for magazines and TV shows.
Our company has a strong connection with the modeling agency she belongs to. It was decided that we could use her in a meeting between the higher-ups.
Asakura snorted smugly. Well, so far so good.
She's shining, unlike you.
Here it comes. I don't think there's any point in comparing a model to an ordinary person. I agree.
Why aren't you arguing back? Where did your fighting spirit from the soccer club days go?
I still think I haven't lost in spirit.
Haha, you can say anything you want.
Do you want me to argue back? When I asked that, Asakura made an indescribable bitter expression before.
No way. I was just testing to see if you could act like a proper subcontractor.
He said that with a sneer.
That Kokyu is gonna use your design. Be grateful.
So, what kind of design are we going with?
The client's president likes butterflies. As the name suggests, he wants a combination of butterfly imagery and Kokyu.
Finally, we can talk about work. Thinking that, I finalized the design details, and the meeting ended.
Right, I'll be going to the client's workplace to grade Kokyu, so be prepared.
What are you looking up? Oh, I'm gonna be working with Kokyu soon, so I thought I'd check out some information beforehand. What? Seeing the information that appeared, I froze for a moment. The day of the meeting with Kokyu arrived. Asakura and I went to the photography studio together. It seemed to be a last-minute decision, and she couldn't clear her schedule.
My name is Taniguchi, Kokyu's manager. Could you wait here for a while?
Yes, thank you.
We decided to wait for the shoot to finish in a corner of the studio. There's really an intense energy here. Kokyu has a certain aura about her. After unintentionally voicing my thoughts, I regretted it.
We should have been on that side.
As expected, Asakura's snide remarks began.
So what? You're satisfied with being just a company employee? Pathetic.
Please lower your voice a bit.
Huh? Don't just brush me off.
That's not it. It's just that I think it's better to be mindful of the place.
That's why your designs lack passion.
Look, it's disturbing the staff.
Has the subcontractor mentality seeped into your very bones?
Honestly, the manager's stare was painful, but I decided it was better to keep quiet. Sure enough, when I kept quiet, Asakura calmed down after a while. Then Kokyu, whose shoot had finished, came over accompanied by her manager. She really was a dazzling girl. Asakura and I stared, entranced for a moment, and then hurriedly stood up.
Nice to meet you.
I heard you, but aren't you being rude to Mr. Kido?
Wait a minute, Kokyu?
If we're going to work together, I think a minimum level of courtesy is necessary.
Taken aback by the childlike straightforward opinion, Asakura groaned and fell silent. Huh? I don't think I've introduced myself yet, as I was thinking that.
Mr. Kido? No, Shuta-san. It's been a while.
No way. The faintly familiar features, and the information I learned about Kokyu's agency during my research. At that moment, the pieces clicked into place in my mind. Hinako-chan? Wow, you've changed so much.
I recognized you right away because of that cane.
Hinako-chan's expression clouded slightly, but this is part of my identity now. When I said that and spun it around, her expression softened a bit. By the way, Hinako-chan, you became a model?
Yes, I'm working for my mother's company.
What I learned during my research was that Kokyu's agency was Satomi Agency. And the president of Satomi Agency was listed as Kanako Satomi. I thought it might be a coincidence, but I never imagined it was actually her.
I worked hard, thinking that if I became successful, I could meet Shuta-san again.
If you became successful? So that's how Kanako-san explained it.
I finally understood that you distanced yourself for my sake. But I was still lonely, you know. I never thought I'd meet you again like this, by chance.
Me neither. I never imagined that the famous Kokyu was actually Hinako-chan.
Ahem. Sorry to interrupt your lively conversation. Kokyu, it's almost time to leave for your next job.
Huh? see Shuta-san.
We can reminisce later.
I'm sorry. It seems like it's time. I'll see you at the official meeting then.
Yeah, good luck with your work. I'm rooting for you. And then the day of the meeting with Kokyu arrived. Asakura and I were discussing what we could finalize beforehand. But as usual, it devolved into Asakura's snide remarks.
So you know, Kokyu, don't get any ideas, though. You're not on that side. You're not in the spotlight.
I know that.
Why are you so calm? Are you trying to say it's a world that has nothing to do with you? We.
Asakura's teeth grinding echoed. It's you who's saying it's a world that has nothing to do with me, Mr. Asakura. It sounds like you're trying to convince yourself.
What did you say?
I had to give up halfway because of my disability, but I feel like it was for the best. Even if I worked hard and was called a promising player, not even 1/10 of us can make it to the J-League. Asakura, who still plays in a social team, knows this better than anyone.
You loser!
Just as Asakura slammed the desk, the door to the reception room opened, and 2 women entered. One was Hinako-chan, and the other wasn't her manager.
I see. And just as Hinako told me, it seems like some discipline is needed here.
Asakura and I hurriedly stood up. I had met this woman many times before. Huh? Kanako-san?
It's been a while, Shutaku. I never thought we'd meet again by chance through work. Maybe it's fate.
Kanako-san smiled at me, and then turned a sharp gaze towards Asakura.
I'm Kanako Satomi, president of Satomi Agency.
I'm...
I know, Keiji Asakura. I had your work attitude and evaluation checked, but strangely, they're not bad. Why are you only so harsh towards Shutaku... Mr. Kido? Tell me.
That's...
You don't have to answer, but in that case, I'll have Kokyo's contract with your company terminated. It will be a unilateral termination, so it will be messy, but it's par for the course in this industry.
Such a thing?
Please wait, Kanako-san. If you do that, it will damage Hinako-chan's career.
That might be true. Well, there is a way we won't be harmed, but that's not important right now.
That's right. I can't just stand by and watch Shuta-san be ridiculed.
Or you could step down. I wouldn't mind that either. You know the connection between your company and ours, right? I can have the representative replaced. We can't do good work with a representative who ridicules their partner.
Ugh.
Kanako-san, I don't think Asakura is making fun of me. I think...
What do you mean?
Asakura was my rival in the soccer club in high school.
Huh? Is that so? But it didn't sound like you had a casual relationship where you could freely exchange banter.
My soccer club days had quite an impact on Kanako-san. That's right, it was closer to a hostile relationship. Honestly, I was tired of his snide remarks every time we worked together. But it was strange. If he just hated me, there were ways to avoid me. Asakura is the client. If he wanted to, he could have removed me as the representative, but he didn't.
Isn't it because he enjoys making fun of you?
Maybe, but Asakura didn't seem to be enjoying it. He always seemed to be squeezing out his snide remarks like he was trying to get something off his chest. And he never once mocked my leg. If he wanted to ridicule me, that would be the easiest way.
Mr. Asakura, Mr. Kido is saying this. Do you have anything to say?
Damn it! I hate that knowing attitude of yours. You were always like that, weren't you? You were shining brighter than me, yet you withdrew so easily. And on top of that, you're living contentedly. While I'm still struggling.
Asakura's expression twists in anguish. So you were suffering?
Huh? No, that's not it. I love playing soccer. I continued playing because I wanted to.
At that moment, a single tear traced a path down Asakura's cheek.
Why am I crying? Damn it, don't look at me! Don't pity me!
Asakura, wait!
Don't come near me!
Asakura suddenly stood up and rushed out of the reception room.
Clinging to past glory and obsessing over soccer wouldn't fulfill his old dreams or bring him satisfaction. He couldn't accept that reality.
Later, after Kokyu's project was finished, Kaneko-san invited me to a fancy restaurant.
I'm sorry about the other day. I couldn't just stand by and watch you being ridiculed.
No, you helped me. Thanks to you, it's become easier to work, and it was a good opportunity for Asakura to face himself.
How has Mr. Asakura been since then?
I heard from his successor that he kept being absent without leave and ended up being fired. Of course, he also withdrew from the company's soccer club.
He was fired?
Did I go a little too far?
No, I think it was the push he needed to get his life moving again, so it's okay. Well, whether he can find a new path is up to him. It won't be easy.
You seem to understand him even though you didn't get along.
Now that you mention it, that's true. I guess it's because we were rivals after all. Asakura, who kept chasing the dream of soccer and suffered. If I hadn't become disabled, that could have been me. Life is full of ups and downs. In a long life, there are fun and happy times, and there are also hard and sad times. But what is happiness and what is unhappiness is not so easy to discern.
You've become such a fine man, Shutaka.
Thank you. Hinako-chan has also become a wonderful young lady.
I actually intended for you to meet again after she became an adult.
I was promised that I could meet you again when I became a proper adult, so I worked hard.
It took a lot of convincing, you know. Even when I told her that you distanced yourself for her sake, she wouldn't listen at all.
I still haven't completely accepted it, you know, but I've recently started to understand your feelings. I used to worry that you suddenly started hating me.
I'm sorry. I should have explained things to you back then when I distanced myself.
But it's fate that we met again through work. Shuta-san, do you have a girlfriend now?
No, unfortunately, work is my lover.
Then, I'll reserve you. I'll become a wonderful adult, and then you can be my boyfriend. A 10-year age gap is normal these days.
Overwhelmed by Hinako-chan's assertiveness, I looked at Kaneko-san for help, but she was calmly drinking her wine.
Well, if you're okay with it, Shutaka, I won't object. Hinako has worked hard too.
Really? I was flustered, but I was smiling. That's because it was undoubtedly a happy time.